is now. And welcome to the SVK CRYPTO Podcast. 15 minutes of crypto fame.
My name's Charles Story. I will be your host for the next 15 minutes. We're coming live from the City of London, so let's get down to business. Today's Tuesday, the 19th of December 2017. Bitcoin is currently trading at $18,496, down 2% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum is currently at $847, up 15%. Litecoin is currently trading at $358, which is up 12%. And Dash is currently trading at $1,218, up 11%. Today's show is going to have a slightly different format, with Martin, who's the head of token sales at ETHLend, an exciting ICO that's recently closed. He's going to be discussing what they're currently up to and the project roadmap for 2018. With that in mind, let's get to the interview. So on today's show, we have Martin, who is the head of token sales at ETHLend, one of the most exciting ICOs that has happened in the last couple of months. So Martin, how's it going?
Hi, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well,
I'm doing great.
Perfect. Thank you for making it onto the show. Just to kick things off, for anyone that doesn't know ETHLend, could you give us a high-level overview of what the project is and what's kind of going on at the minute with the ICO?
Yeah, sure, no problem. So ETHLend, it's decentralized peer-to-peer lending platform. So what we've basically done is we're building on top of the Ethereum blockchain using smart contracts to enable lending on a global scale. So the platform, anyone, anywhere in the world can get access to a fair lending market. So the idea is basically to bring down the global interest rates that may vary depending on location to a one global platform where the interest rates are flat, fair, and everyone has the same access.
Perfect. And where is the project now, and what is the upcoming roadmaps for, upcoming road starts for 2018?
Yeah, so currently, we can continue a little bit with this origin story. So we started out 25 people all over the world. So we have me personally, I'm Stani, our founder. We're from Helsinki, Finland. The team manager Jordan in Paris. Then we have a couple of guys in Germany, Lithuania. Then we have also in Latin America, Russia, a couple of Russian guys, Indians, all over the place. And we had basically no budget. I think Stani spent like $200 on a Cointelegraph article or something ridiculous. And the rest of it was basically guerrilla marketing. One key differentiator for us was that Stani started out with, trying the, learning Solidity, doing the smart contracts and basically building the MVP before, setting up the team. And we've been live with the product or the, alpha version since June and started marketing, calling out different news sites and channels like, hey, could you do an article about this? Oh, we don't have any money. We'll pay you some weird token in a couple of months, but that's how we got it done. Then we did the pre-ICO in September, raised 2,000 Ether. That got us a little bit of gas to start pushing forward on the marketing side. Since that, our community has grown from 2,000-3,000 people to over 10,000 in Telegram, Facebook. Everything's been going great. We did the ICO in November 25th, and we raised the whole cap of 27,600 Ether, which at the time was approximately 16 million, I think. We raised it in like 3-4 days, so that was awesome. And considering the modest beginnings or the humble resources we had, it was a tremendous boost for the whole team.
Absolutely. And would you be so kind to explain to the listeners who may not know, how does the ETHLend token integrate into the ecosystem?
Oh yeah, so definitely. So basically what the token sale, we issued the Lend token, which is the native token to our own platform. So it's an ERC20 token, an Ethereum-based platform. And the way it functions is that it gives basically users on the platform, both borrowers and lenders, a discount on the deployment fees of the smart contracts or on the platform. And this discount of 20% all creates, of course, the revenue for our platform and our business, but also we'll take out of that revenue 20% to buy back Lend tokens from the marketplace. And instead of burning them, we are doing airdrops. So what we're doing is we're issuing these bought back tokens to active users, so lenders and borrowers that are actually doing loans on the platform using Lend tokens. So this way we are creating the ecosystem. First of all, the incentive to use the token, so having a little bit of monetary bonus, and on top of that, rewarding active users that are using the token on the platform.
Awesome. And how do you reward them? Is that with giving them more tokens?
Yeah, with the airdrop. So basically taking 20% of our revenue, which is the network fees, and then deploying that back by buying tokens from the marketplace and then issuing those tokens to active users. Therefore, it's a hard cap, so it's a fixed supply. We're not creating any more tokens. We are buying back from the market and just redistributing to active users.
Fantastic. And
Yep.
I know because I've read the white paper with the team over here at SVK Crypto in London. But I know for the token, I know it's been doing really well since the ICO. It's been, people have made a lot of money with it. But the more user adoption you guys have, that's linked to the token's performance. Could you speak a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. So our main goal, now that we've raised the capital to get going, the main goal is of course to create a successful business, and that requires us to first of all develop the platform, make it more user friendly, create better user interfaces and easier access for people, and this way we also will increase the user amount on the platform, which again, more access to capital, lower interest rates, and so forth. So, the growth of ETHLend is dependent on the user adoption, not the price of the token.
Absolutely. And since the ICO launch, I know we've been reading a lot about various partnerships that you guys have created. Can you bring us up to speed with how that's going? So we've been hearing a lot about Change and BrickBlock.
Yeah, so definitely. So we basically, with the ICO, we started out with Edu, and Edu is a wallet provider. It's a mobile wallet where you hold your own private keys. So we did the ICO through those guys, and that was basically our way to make it more secure. So this way we had no, scams. Of course, we had scam attempts and fake news sites and all this kind of stuff, or homepages, but in the end we had 0 ether lost, so that's always great. And yeah, after that, or during this past 6 months, we've also partnered up with DGX DAO. So those guys are digitalizing gold, so we want to use that as collateral as well when people are pledging for loans.
Awesome.
Yeah, we also partnered up with Loom just before the token sale. So those guys are trying to figure out decentralized credit rating systems. So how to basically verify people and do it in a decentralized way. So that's definitely an interesting project. So we are basically partnering up for a strategic reason to figure out how to create a credit rating system or history on the blockchain.
Fantastic. And where do you see, Martin, if, in your own opinion, ETHLend in a year's time, let's say? Because obviously the industry is moving so fast. We've seen the prices go through the roof in the last couple of months. But where do you see your position in the marketplace in a year's time?
Yeah, sure. Before we go to that, I would still like to mention that we also partner up with Napoleon X and Sharpe Capital and BrickBlock, and those are all also very interesting projects. And these are basically synergies that we find in the industry as the infrastructure is developing, and we are trying to utilize that and partner up with as many interesting project that might have some similarities. So that's something that we're gonna build upon next year as well. But the first milestone or the next milestone on the roadmap as well is for next year, January, we're gonna relocate to Zug or Chiasso, however you pronounce it, but both are in Switzerland, and that's the other one is known as Crypto Valley, and the other one is being rebranded as Cryptopolis. So it's kind of the place to be for partnerships and everything else as well. So that's one thing. After that, the development of the platform. So we have the developers already ready to start working hard and are currently also working hard to hit the milestones. So we just had the platform under development, or it was we closed it down for a while, testing some new stuff. So what we introduced last week was fiat pegged loans. So basically, if you take a loan for 10 Ether and Ether price is 400, the loan is pegged to 4,000 USD. And when you pay back the loan, if Ether is 200, you're paying back 20 Ether. If Ether is 1,000, you're paying back 4 Ether. So this is basically a mechanism to use for trading as well. So yeah, that's one thing we already did. And the next other ones is this credit trading system that we already touched upon, and relocation to Zug. Also, we are doing on-demand lending. So basically for lenders to pledge, their capital or access to the capital with certain terms. So let's say I'm holding, a bag of 1,000 Ether. I probably don't want to put 1 Ether into 1,000 different loans. Instead, what I want to do is I want to pledge my 1,000 Ether for anyone who is willing to pay me back in 1 week, 2% interest rate. I pledge max 2 Ether per 1 loan or something like this, but basically to automate or make the lending side more easy.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Martin, really quickly, while you're with us on the show, is there anything you would like to say to the SVK Crypto listeners or announcements you would like to make?
Yeah, well, definitely. Depends, of course, on your audience, how crypto savvy they are. But check out ETHLend. It's definitely a cool project. We're super excited about what we're doing and what we can achieve and what we already have achieved. But, it's just the beginning. And yeah, definitely check it out. I mean, the white paper, it's a bit heavy. it's plus 60 pages already. And we keep adding these new milestones and new features. So, but yeah, please take a look if you have the patience to read through it. And otherwise, it's always great to talk to like-minded people. And you and me, we connected through Blockchain Summit London.
Yeah.
I was there representing ETHLend, and we had a great chat. So it was a pleasure coming, on the show.
Awesome. Listen, thank you so much for making it on the show, Martin. We really appreciate your time, and we wish ETHLend all the best with the upcoming milestones for the start of January, because I know you guys are super busy, and we wish you a comfortable stay when you move over to Zug or somewhere in Switzerland. We're not sure yet.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Charles, absolutely. Thank you. It was a pleasure being here, and thank you for your audience, for your attention.
Thank you. Have a great day, Martin.
You as well.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Bye.
You've been listening to an SVK Crypto Podcast original. Follow us on Twitter at SVK_crypto. Email us on cstori@svkcrypto.com. Leave us a message on our website, www.svkcrypto.com.